Good morning everyone and welcome to the class. We are doing the chapter Women, Caste and Reforms, and under this chapter we have completed the first segment, that is women, and now we are doing the second segment, that is caste and social reforms. And as we have started our discussion in the previous class that people belonging to upper caste Hindu community, they started their demand for this end of this caste discrimination. In this regard, we have discussed about Raja Ram Mohan Rai, then Pratna Samaj, then Paramhans Mandali, and we have also seen that secret meetings were organized by the reformers who belong to upper caste community, and in these secret meetings they violated caste taboos on food and touch. And in this way we see that they wanted to make society free of the caste prejudices. And other than this, we also find that some new developments were taking place in society. Christian missionaries came in India with the British, and these Christian missionaries, as you have studied about these Christian missionaries in the previous chapter also. So these Christian missionaries, they set up the schools, and here you must understand that at that time the Pathsala system, the vernacular education which was prevailing, in that vernacular system, only the children belonging to lower caste community were not allowed to get education in those Pathsalas. They were not allowed to enter the Pathsala. So in this situation, when these Christian missionaries established the schools, and these Christian missionaries were based on the concept of equality. They never discriminated against any particular group, and the doors of Christian missionary schools were open for all. So we find that the lower caste, the so-called lower caste children and children of tribal people started to go to the schools of these missionaries, and they started to get education. And we find that this education was shaping their mind, and when they grew up, they wanted to change the society, because education is the only tool through which we can change the mindset of the people. So when the children belonging to lower caste started getting education, they became aware of their poor condition. They became aware of the exploitative situation. They became aware of what wrong was going on with them, and they started to raise their voice against all these things. So these changes were taking place. Not only this, we find that in this period we see that new job opportunities were also started to be created. Like in the earlier times, people have only one option. People belonging to the lower caste community, they have only one option to do this farming activity in the farms of the big farmers. Other than that, they don't have any option. But now they didn't have any option, but now they had this option that they can leave the village and they can settle down in urban places, where because urbanization was taking place, factories were setting up, and whenever this process of urbanization goes on, we find that so many new job opportunities are created. Like factories were set up, so in factories there will be demand of labor. Then municipalities were also there. There was jobs in municipalities, and so in this way we see that the cities were getting expanded. the process of urbanization was taking place, and with this new job opportunities were created, like there was need of drains, so drains had to be dug. Then there was need of roads, there was need of buildings, there was need of cleanliness. So all these required so many new form of labors, like coolies, diggers, carriers, bricklayers, sewage cleaners, sweepers. Then palanquin bearers were also required, rickshaw pullers were required, because now this transportation was also taking place at a very large scale. So with urbanization, new job opportunities were created in the cities, and thus people started leaving. People, especially the lower caste, the people belonging to the lower caste of the society, they started leaving the rural areas, and they settled down in urban areas with these new jobs. And not only this, we find that some farmers who were landless, who belonged to lower caste community, they also went to work in plantations in Assam, Mauritius, Trinidad, Indonesia, because all these countries were they were also under the colonial rule, and the plantation was taking place in these countries also, and there was need of labor in the plantation of these countries. So for in order to fulfill the need of labor, the laborers from India used to go there on agreement. So now we find that the people belonging to the lower caste community have so many options. Not only this, we find that they were also getting recruited in army also, British army also, because British did not believe in any kind of inequality, and there was a Mahar regiment in British army. So people belonging to Mahar community were getting recruited in British army also. So what we find कि changes were taking place, है ना? Changes were taking place in what changes were taking place. First of all, we see that Christian missionaries set up schools, है ना? Which was open for all. Second change was urbanization. Urbanization and new job opportunities in urban areas. New job opportunities in urban areas. Then the third change, we find that this one, requirement of labor in plantations and in different countries. And the fourth one is recruitment in British Army. So all these changes were taking place. So earlier we find that the people belonging to the lower caste community, they didn't have any option other than getting exploited by the upper caste people. But upper caste big farmers, landlords, but now they have options. So this was one of the most important reason for change in the society. एक तो एजुकेशन मिल रहा था, दूसरी चीज़ ये हुई कि उन्हें नए नए अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ थे, नए नए ऑप्शंस सामने आ गए थे. So all these changes led to the demand for equality and justice. Okay, so these are the 4 points which are important in what changes were occurring in the society at that time. And now we see the demand for equality and justice. Demand for equality and justice. By the second half of 19th century, we find that people from within the non-Brahmin caste began organizing movement against the prevailing caste discrimination, and they demanded social equality and justice. So, what is the time? The time is second half of 19th century. Second half of 19th century. Okay, and by this time people from non-Brahmin caste started raising their voice. Non-Brahmin. Yes, people from non-Brahmin caste. And in this regard, we will see that some important name is there, like this Satnami movement. It took place in central India. It was founded by Ghasidas. Okay, so who are these people? These non-Brahmin people who started demanding caste equality. This is one name is Ghasidas. The place is central India, and the movement is Satnami movement, not Sanatan, Satnami movement. Okay. Likewise, we find that there were other leaders also, like in Eastern Bengal, there was Haridas Thakur Matua, who worked among Chandala cultivators. Okay, so the name is Haridas Thakur Matua. The place is Eastern Bengal. And he worked for Chandala cultivators. Okay. And then we see there was a guru from Kerala, Sri Narayan Guru, and he was a very famous guru from Ejava caste, and he proclaimed the ideals of unity for his people. He argued that people should not be treated unequally on the basis of caste differences, and his slogan was one caste, one religion, one God for humankind. There should not be any kind of inequality. So it was the Sri Narayan Guru. He belonged to Kerala, and particularly he belonged to the caste, that Ijhava caste. Okay, Ijhava caste को वो belong करते थे, and what was his idea? His famous statement was one caste, one religion, and one God for humankind. Okay, one caste, one religion, and one God for humankind. So all these sects जिसकी भी बात हमने की, ये सारे जो गुरु हैं, जो लीडर्स हैं, they all belonged to non-Brahmin caste, and they all worked for the upliftment of the people belonging to the lower caste. They tried to change the practices of the society. They wanted to change this situation in which the upper caste used to dominate the whole society. They tried to create a sense of self-esteem among the subordinate caste, among the lower caste, that the people should be, must have self-esteem. They must have self-respect. Then only they can think of standing against these caste inequalities. Now we will try to understand one of the most famous leaders of this caste. One of the famous leaders who stood for caste equality in the society, Jyotirao Phule. Jyotirao Phule, he was one of the most vocal amongst the low caste leaders about bringing equality in the society. Okay, the name is Jyotirao Phule. As the name suggests, he belonged to Pune, and he took birth in the year 1827, and he studied in schools which was set up by Christian missionaries, and when he grew up, he developed his own ideas about the injustice which was prevailing in the society because of caste prejudices. He attacked Brahmins, claimed that they were superior to others because they were Aryans. In Indian subcontinent, Aryans are considered to be of the superior race, and these Brahmins were Aryans only. So he first of all, his first attack was on this claim only, that Brahmins are superior because they were Aryans. Phule, the argument of Phule was that the Aryans were foreigners. They did not belong to the Indian subcontinent. They came from outside the subcontinent, and after coming to the subcontinent, they defeated the true children of the country, the original people of the country, the people who were living in this country before the coming of the Aryans, है ना. Aryans के आने के पहले से जो लोग रह रहे थे उनको उन्होंने डिफीट कर लिया, अपने सब्जुगेशन में ले लिया, अपने कंट्रोल में ले लिया. एंड आर्यंस ने अपने डोमिनेंस को स्टैब्लिश किया. दे बिगैन लुकिंग एट डिफीटेड पॉपुलेशन एज इन्फीरियर. जिनको उन्होंने डिफीट किया वो हमसे इन्फीरियर है, हम सुपीरियर है, और इन्हीं को उन्होंने लो कास्ट कहना शुरू कर दिया. सो फुले का ये कहना, अकॉर्डिंग टू फुले, द अपर कास्ट हैड नो राइट टू देयर लैंड. द लैंड बिलोंग्स टू द सो कॉल्ड लोअर कास्ट ऑफ द सोसाइटी, जिनको कि आर्यंस जो कि बाहर से आए थे उन्होंने अपना गुलाम बना लिया था, जो पहले से यहाँ पर रह रहे थे, है ना. तो द लैंड बिलोंग टू दीज लोअर कास्ट पीपल ओनली, एंड दैट इज द रीजन they should have in a superior condition in the society, but the condition was opposite. Okay, so we will continue with this discussion in the next class.